Today, we are making possible the most significant dam removal and river restoration project in our nation's history. These dams are coming down, and it's about damn time.
In early December, Oregon Governor Kate Brown joined with California's governor and the U.S. Secretary of the Interior to celebrate the agreement to remove 4 dams on the Klamath River. The federal government has approved a plan to transfer ownership of the dams to a nonprofit group that will oversee their destruction. There is at least a year's work just to prepare the dams for removal, says nonprofit leader Mark Branson.
We have to do modifications to the dams to facilitate the evacuation of the water and the sediment that has accumulated behind the dams over the last 50 to 100 years.
The release of millions of tons of sediment is one of the most challenging aspects of the project. As with the removal of 2 dams on Washington State's Elwha River in 2011, most of that sediment is expected to be carried out to sea. Timing the releases will be critical so as not to harm fish.
So we really want to perform that work when there are fewer species present in the main stem and there is plenty of tributary access.
Salmon are migratory fish. They are born in shallow fresh water and eventually make their way to the ocean, where they live for 2 to 5 years. Then they return to their birthplace to spawn and begin the cycle again.
So by removing dams, we're going to open up close to 400 miles of spawning habitat that fish previously used for millions of years.
Area indigenous people who depend on the fish are taking a leading role in restoring the habitat, which has been degraded by a century of logging and mining.
By doing restoration work, by adding logs back into the streams, by adding large rocks and turbulence, so they have a place that will help their young survive.
And in preparation for replanting the nearly 900 hectares of land that will be uncovered when the reservoirs are drawn down, tribal members are collecting native seed species and growing them in nurseries.
I've been doing this for 4 years now. We do a lot of hiking on the trails and a lot of hiking off the trails. We have over 97 different varieties, different species. We all grew up gathering berries, and a lot of us have families that make baskets. So it just kind of comes natural to us.
Those involved expect it will take decades to restore the Klamath region.
Hopefully we see large runs of salmon start to return over the years, but everything else is going to benefit. Everything that's ever associated with the river. The impacts of this project are far-reaching.
Dam removal is expected to begin in 2023 at a cost of over $450 million to be shared by taxpayers and by the dam's former owner, PacifiCorp. Matt Dibble for VOA News, along the Klamath River in California.